think it's always better to use food than potions to heal you just because they're cheaper. I also have these delicious lunches which are pretty good. They heal 1,000 each instead of the herring which is 700. But I'll probably try and save them for when I'm in a little more trouble. Usually I don't use food very much unless I'm in a time space, because then your time actually matters a lot. So yeah, that's when I want to hurry up and try and heal just so I don't run out of time in the time space. But in this case, since I'm recording, I'm trying to keep it as quick as possible. That way I don't have to worry about cutting those parts out where I'm sitting there doing nothing. I don't have to worry about trying to find something to talk about while I'm sitting there healing. Alright, so one thing I didn't do is I did not click this right away, I believe. I think it finished a couple kills before that. We'll see how that affects it. I believe if you keep finishing the quest right away, the ending will be perfect, so you won't have to kill any extra monsters, any extra underworld devils. So that's why I usually do that, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume that, well, I missed one, so I'm going to assume that other people sometimes miss them, so we'll go ahead and see where that's going to land us. I may have to kill a couple extras. I should go back and get some chicken. I can buy some fried chicken from Malcolm, which would help me a lot here. But I'm still good on potions, and they're actually dropping some potions, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'll just use some more food, because why not? Usually, like I said, usually you end up with a little more food than you need. I probably wouldn't be using this much food if I was on a different class. But since I'm a swordsman, I have so much health to restore and it takes so long that I just use the food. So I actually already have one of these necklaces equipped, so no need to save any of them or equip any of them. I'm gonna save them to sell them at an NPC, of course. Alright. Let's... Let me try and finish this quest here after killing one more. I'm out of potions, oh no. Yeah. Okay, of course, that circle is right on top of where I was standing. Luckily nothing spawned from it. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, this is a pretty tough quest, and I think a lot of people struggle with it, so hopefully if you watch the way that I'm fighting and use some of the tips that I said about, like you could use a tarot card. I can't remember exactly. Some of the cheap ones will do pretty well for you as a lower level. Can't remember exact specifics of which cards, but anything would probably help you at this point. I think the Lovers is a pretty good one. And I can't remember, like Devil or I don't know, something like that is pretty good, or Death maybe. One of those is expensive and one is cheap. I think either one of them would do good for you. When I say cheap, I mean like 5,000 gold roughly, which for the effect that it has on you at this level, it's so good. If I was playing for the issue that I have is they last for about 3 hours. So when I'm using one, I'm like, well, I need to keep playing, you know, for 3 hours just to use it up so I don't waste it. I'm not sure if they actually last after you log out now or not. I don't think they used to, but maybe it stops counting the time after you log out. I'm not sure. Alright, still no more low quality rags. I wish I could get some to make this hippo hat, but it's not that big of a deal now since we aren't fighting miners, so these things are not giving us blackout or anything, so it's not a big problem. I mean, that's not to say these things aren't a problem, because they definitely are. Alright, let's try and finish this again. Let's use another potion just in case. And I think we're coming up to the last one. So, not this one actually. I think there's another one with 10, where I have to kill 10 of them. And the bright side of this is you'll see you're getting quite a bit of experience, so it's not all bad. But yeah, I would use one of those tarot cards and possibly attack and defense potions. I think those are down to like less than 1,000 each, so those are pretty affordable now. And again, at this level, those have a pretty good effect on you. So definitely worth checking out if you're struggling at this point. What I should have my pet along, but since I wasn't training one single pet, the pet that I want is underleveled, and the pet that is the highest levels is really weak. So I don't feel like having my pet out would have a huge effect here. Alright, the downside of fighting all these is their drops are pretty much small recovery potions and these necklaces. I think that might be all they drop. And they don't drop them very often. What I'm gonna do here just for these fights is put my medium healing potions on 2, just because I'm getting low on the small potions, so yeah. I want to be careful. I actually did. Well, that's good. So I actually panicked and hit the wrong button. Normally I use my food first, which is on 2, and then I hit my potions, which are on 4, but I just hit 2 and accidentally used a medium potion instead. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, last one for this set, and then I believe we're on to 10. Yeah, so this quest is definitely difficult for some people, and including me. It's always difficult at this level, and that's pretty normal. Just try and buy, normally I would have fried chicken here, and you buy that from Malcolm, and it's like 100 gold a piece, and at this point you should be able to afford that. I just buy like 50 of them, maybe even 100 of them, if I felt like I needed it. And they're not that good. They don't restore that much health, especially as a swordsman, but any health that you're regenerating while fighting these is helpful. Also, another thing you noticed is I picked up a Soundflower quest item, and those are actually extremely helpful, and before even healing here, I'm going to try and fight some more. just because I know right now I'm going to be more powerful in the next 30 seconds I have of this buff. There are actually 2 buffs you can get from those sound flowers. This one that I have is extremely powerful and makes you really strong for 90 or 60 seconds. The other one lasts longer but is a little bit weaker, so you're not quite as strong in that period. My partner actually died there. I was hoping he wouldn't. I think what I might do, I'm gonna go to my mini land and get him back. So yeah, these are the extra 2 that I have to kill. So it actually gave me the same soundflower effect. I know there used to be one that was stronger, or not stronger, it would last longer, but it's not as strong. Alright, so I'm gonna go to my mini land and collect my partner and my pet. Oh, I have to wait 20 seconds. So what I'm gonna do, I have these partner guardian dolls, which I wanted to save my partner using seeds of power, but I didn't want to waste these dolls because they're actually pretty expensive. Yeah, you can buy them at either Malcolm or Eva Energy, and they cost 2,500 gold, so definitely not worth it to use it at level 25. But I will turn on the Seeds of Power use, just so as we go on, if he dies, he can come back through Seeds of Power. Alright, and we're on to TS 26, but I think I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully you helped, and this helped guide you through this quest, and if you need any more advice or have any questions, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you want to see some more, go ahead and subscribe or check out some of my other videos. And I'll see you next time.